sitting in such a way that we feel steady, we feel comfortable. In other words, if your knees are really lifted high, then there's going to be tension in the groins, tension in the abdomen equals discomfort, so take more height. The idea is that the outer body needs to be able to flow down towards the earth so that the inner body can find its own liftingness, the heart rising, expanding and opening to the sky. So adjust as needed for your body. And then when all of that is done, place the backs of the hands on the thighs, and the opening of the palms is a gesture of the opening of our inner souls to the divine, calling that in to our practice. Open in all ways, dropping the roles that we play in life so that our souls can shine through. The eyes close completely. Letting that silence begin to settle. And as the silence settles, becoming more aware of the breath. Each inhale, bringing life force. And each exhale, releasing all of that which is no longer needed. And then lifting the hands and pressing the palms firmly together. Right in front of the center of the chest, right in front of the heart. Inhale. As the hands release, as the eyes open. We feel that we have entered something special. This sacred moment for us, unfurling, beckoning us. So let us begin. All right, anything we were sitting on out to the side, remembering as we practice that if you need to adjust or want to adjust with chairs, blocks, anything, go ahead and make the adjustments that are right for you. Starting straight at the front of the mat. Tadasana. And Tadasana is not just an isolated pose where we are standing straight with our feet together. Tadasana is us linking. We are extending roots 10 meters down, 20 meters down, 30 meters down, 40 meters down, all the way to the core of the earth. And then through the crown of the head, extending up celestially, the same thing, 10, 20, 30, all the way up to the heavens, so that we are a link between both. That individuation dissolving, being held in the entire holistic energy sphere of everythingness. From here, inhale the arms up. Exhale down. Inhale, looking up and stepping back, finding plank pose. Look at your hands, spread the fingers widely. Straighten the arms, straighten the legs, and chaturanga. Forward to Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. And then turn the toes under. Push the front thighs up to the sky. Press the buttocks down. Lift the chest higher. And back to Chaturanga. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Lift the heels up as high as you can. Lift the buttocks up even higher. Step the right leg forward to a nice wide lunge. Propelling ourselves forward and backwards. Before resting the back knee on the ground, coming up onto our fingertips in order to lift the chest even higher. And then coming down onto our forearms in order to bring the head towards the earth. And then back up onto the hands and moving the hips back, extending that front leg. Ardha Hanumanasana. Hold with your left hand the foot. Pull the entire length of the leg into the hip sockets and exhaling forward. And then releasing and back to plank pose. Chaturanga. Forward, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, but turn the toes under. Press the buttocks down. Press the front thighs up to the sky. Press into the hands, lift the chest. And Chaturanga. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Lift the heels even higher, as high as possible. Freeing the buttocks up to the sky. And now stepping the left leg forward. And propelling ourselves forward and backwards. And then the knee resting to the ground, coming onto the fingertips and lifting the chest higher. And then down and kissing the earth. Hands back to the mat. Move the hips back out of the Hanumanasana on that left leg. So pull firmly. Greet that opening with joy rather than with kind of, oof. Really open up into it. Feel the deliciousness of opening the back of the leg, of feeling the femur coming into the hip socket. And then releasing, and back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Lift your head and look at your hands and line your index fingers up so the index fingers are parallel, and try to move the thumbs away from the index fingers so you're really stretching the webbing of the hand. And then lowering the head, Look at your feet. Press your heels down, but make sure the arches of the feet are lifted. It's an entirely different experience of down dog when we lift the arches of the feet. And if you're not sure if they are lifted, go ahead and collapse them a little bit. And then re-lift the arches. Feel the purpose of the outside edges of the feet. Feel the heels firm. Push the shins back. Push the front thighs back. And now lift the heels up high as possible. So you might need to move your feet back a little bit. Spread your toes, lift the heels higher, and lift the buttocks higher. Now bring the feet together, still keeping the heels lifted up high. Feel the roots of the toes stretching. And now step your right leg forward to a nice wide lunge. Stabilize, make sure that front knee is well bent. The back thigh is rolling in, squeeze the back inner knee. And then rising up. Arms in front, palms together, cross one thumb over the other. Lift the arms up. Don't let those elbows be crooked. Straighten them, lift them. The arms pulling the chest up to the sky. And exhaling forward, Chaturanga. Forward, Upavistha Konasanas, this time on the tops of the feet. Keep rolling those thighs in, lifting the chest up. Parivrtta Trikonasanas, heels pressing down. Inner arches lifting. And now lift the heels up as high as possible and feel the correlation between the heels lifting and the buttocks lifting. And now feet together, still the heels lifting, the sit bones lifting. And then stepping the left leg forward to a nice wide lunge. Adjust, make sure that front knee is well bent, the back thigh is rolling in. When you feel stability come, rising, stretch the arms, palms together, lift up. Vira one. And then exhaling forward, flank into Chaturanga. Forward. Upavistha Konasanas. Turn the hands slightly open. Roll the shoulders back. Press into the tops of the feet and lift the chest up. And back to Upavistha Konasanas, keeping the hands as they are, so that the shoulders are broad. The inner elbows facing forward. And then looking up, Walking forward, articulate the knees, really exaggerate the walkingness. Inhabits the entire of the leg. Turn the toes in, the heels out. Taking hold of our elbows, hanging Uttanasana. Look at your feet again. What's happening to the arches? Look at the knees. Are the quadriceps still gripping them up? And then the hands releasing, bending the knees a little bit, and pushing ourselves back up. Standing the feet together, Tadasana. Reconnect with that sensation, the roots plunging down to the core of the earth, and the celestial roots rising up to the heavens above, us being the link in between. Right, now we're going to use the wall and block. Marichyasana 3, get that spine a little bit open, get the juices of the spine opening. We are as young as our spine. You have heights to choose from. I like the highest height because it just gives more lift and more ability to get even space between all the vertebrae. Arms distance away from the wall. Often I see people thinking that they're arms distance away, but they're actually too close. And then they're jammed in and they're just not enjoying their Marichyasana. So if that feels like it could be you, and take a little more distance. Feet together, right knee bent, left leg extended. Don't be shy, really extend this leg diagonally. Don't have it on the mat, way off the mat. Widen the buttocks. Turn to the right. Just feel. Straighten the spine. Turn the head to the right. Turn the head to the left, but keep twisting to the right. Turn the head to the right. Okay, now lift the left arm up and lean forward. Get the outside edge of that arm to the outside edge of that thigh. Turn the head to the right. Turn the head to the left. Turn the head back to the right. Now turn the eyes to the right. And releasing, changing sides. So, both knees bent, both feet parallel, left leg bent, right leg extended without any shyness. Widen the buttocks apart. Hold the knee. Turn to the left. Turn the head to the left. The hand on the leg is stopping the leg from opening, keeping it nice and straight. Turn the head to the right. Turn the head to the left. And now extend that right arm up and reach forward. Hold the outside edge of that thigh and press even more. Head to the left. Head to the right, keep twisting to the left. Head to the left. And then exhale and releasing and coming out. Moving this block although you may wish to keep it for our next pose, Upavistha Trikonasanas, in which case you would place it on the right hand side of your mat. Remembering you have several heights to choose from. I am not going to use it, so I'm putting it away. Now I'm going to do it so you can see the back side of us, and starting from Tadasana, immediately igniting those roots, going down, celestial roots rising up. Alright, bending the knees and stepping or jumping the feet nice and widely apart. Even energy out through both sides of the body, left and right. Turn the right foot open. Squeeze the legs and look at this front knee. It has a tendency to turn in. Correct that. Rip the thigh muscle up, roll the leg open, and feel these muscles wrap around and grab this front buttock, pushing it forward, not letting it poke out. So this rips up, rolls open, pushes the front buttock bone forward. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, reach. Reach, 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 reach. And come down, place the hand either on the block or the webbing of the hand on the foot, on the leg where it lands, left arm to the sky. This is the point where people love to forget about the action of the front leg and let that buttock poke back out because they feel that they can get in lower. No, no, no. Better to have the hand higher up, re-grip the leg, roll the thigh, front buttock bone pressing forward, and then the trunk can turn and twist. And remember that the back leg is crucial in all standing poses. So send your mind to the back leg. Is it wobbly? Has it forgotten itself? Re-tighten, re-grip from the back leg, unfurls the rest of the pose. Now turn the top arm and extend, getting an extra stretch in the waist. Keep twisting the trunk up to the sky. And 2. And 1. Arm back up. All the way back up. Turn the feet in. Hands on the hips. Okay, we're going to be going to the left. So turn the left leg out. Right leg in slightly. Make sure that your front foot is lined up with the back foot. Look at the front knee, the front thigh. What's happening is the leg rolling in. Grip the thigh, roll it open, and push that front buttock bone forward with the action of this thigh rolling open to grip and push forward. And then stretch your arms. Lift the chest. Inhale. Exhale, reach. Keep reaching, 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 reaching. Don't let the buttock poke out as you reach. And then come down, place the hand where it lands or on the block, top arm to the sky. Remembering this is where people forget their legs and start thinking about, oh, I've just got to get down to the ground. That's what the whole point of the pose is about. And then we get this action, which exacerbates the opening of the front groin and is incorrect for the hips. So better to come up a little bit and to push the front body bone forward and really turn the trunk from that integrity. Left pubic bone to the right, left belly button to the right. Stretch the arms apart and re-establish that strength in the back leg. And then turn the top arm and extend. Bring the length of the waist into the pose. Not only the top waist, but the bottom waist as well. And 2. And 1. Bring the arm back up and back up. Turn the feet in and jump the feet together. Tanasana. Back to the front of our mats. So start with the hands on the hips and move those elbows back so that the chest has a chance to stay clear and open. Now, sitting back on that imaginary chair, make sure your inner knees are squeezing against each other. So much of the power of the pose and the stability of it comes from keeping the knees squeezed together. And then stretch the arms up. And now exhale forward. Feel the abdomen connect with your front thighs. Keeping that connection, straighten the legs. Move the hands back. Uttanasana. Inhale, look up, preparing to either step or jump back to plank. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Walk those hips closer to the hands. Roll the thighs in. Wrap the muscles around the bones, lift the chest up. Out Mukha Svanasana. Now bend your knees, lift your heels high, and lift the line underneath the buttocks even higher. This is how you're going to access the lower third of the spine. Got to bend the knees, got to lift the heels higher. Feel the difference. Keep lifting the line underneath the buttocks. Feel that difference. That's it, lower the head down. Now with an exhale, straighten the legs. Keep the lower spine extended. Don't press the heels down yet. Really working on getting into the lower third of the spine. Push the front thighs back. See if you could think of arching the lower back. This will help to lift the buttocks even higher. And now looking up, step the right leg forward to a nice wide lunge. Wiggle the back leg back. Now the foot should be in the middle of the mat, lined up with the face, coming to Extreme Godasana. Come onto the outside edge of that foot. Move the right hand inside. Move the back leg back. Bend the back knee. This leg is opening like a Konasana, but the foot is in line with the face, not coming close to the groin. Right arm underneath. Let that leg open. And with an exhalation, come down and kiss the inner arch of your foot. Keep using the exhale to encourage the muscles, the cells to move in the direction there where the inner groin is moving to the outer groin. We're sinking into the earth. And then lifting the head, turning the back foot under. And the hands to the mat. And ready, stepping back to plank. And chaturanga. Squeeze those ribs. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Bend the knees, lift the heels higher, and lift the line underneath the buttocks. One more. Now with an exhale, straighten those legs and try to arch the lower back. That's it, really dig into there. accessing the lower third of the spine. And then stepping the left leg forward to a nice wide lunge. Wiggle the back foot back, foot in line with the head. Come onto the outside edge of that foot. Rest the back knee on the mat for stability. Left arm comes underneath for more stability. The leg is opening like a Parivrtta Konasanas. And then exhaling. And with humbleness, the brain, the face coming to the feet. And then lifting up, turning the back toes under in order to help us lift up. And it's back to plank. Tighten the gut, tighten the core, tighten the legs. Exhale, elbows into the ribs. Forward. Urdhva Konasanas. Don't collapse. So that the shoulders ride up. Press them down. Lift the chest up. Parivrtta. Push your shins back, push your front thighs back, push yourself away from your hands. And then looking up, we're going to step the right leg forward to Parivrtta Trikonasanas. So stepping it forward, make sure you have a nice distance between the feet. Keep this front knee bent for now. Hands by the foot. Place your back foot first. The back leg being the most important part of our standing poses. See how the foot is not turned in all the way and it's not turned out all the way. Turned in almost all the way. Roll the back thigh in, press the back heel down, turn the hips. Now inhale and exhale, push into your fingertips and straighten that leg. That's it, all the way. Don't allow even the tiniest kink. Come on, really straighten, get in there. You know it's doing you good. Grip the thigh up, push the front thigh back, and now walk your hands back, forward Reach, 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 that's what's stretching the waist. Don't be content to just have them here and think, oh, it's such a lovely little stretch. Reach those hands forward. Push the hips back. Broaden the shoulders and lower the head. Feel the back heel firm. The front thigh of the back leg pressing back. The front thigh of the front leg gripping up. Good, now inhale, looking up. Bring your weight onto the front foot by lifting the back heel, bending the front knee and transferring the weight to the front foot. Roll that back thigh in and move the hands forward, even if they're off the mat. And let's come to Ardha Virabhadrasana. Look at your back leg as it lifts. Don't let it bend, keep it straight. Lift it, roll the back thigh in, toes face down, heel to the sky. That's it, lift the foot up so it's in line with the heels. Now look at your front leg, grip it. Don't be content to just have a straight front leg. Grip the quadriceps up. Full engagement. Now press into your fingertips, lift the chin, move the sternum forward. That's it. And 3. Good, 2. And one, beautiful. Bend the standing leg. And then step the left leg back. Move the hands back in. And again, Parivrtta Konasanas. And then walk the hands back and plank pose. Chaturanga. Upavistha. Keep it bright. Feel the joy coming through the tiredness. And Adho Mukha Svanasana. And then the left leg forward. Hands on each side of the foot. Place the back leg first. Keep this front knee bent. Place the back leg. Press the back heel down. Roll the back thigh in. The hips are really facing the short edge of the mat. Inhale and exhale. Straighten that front leg. Don't be shy. Don't be scared. Move into it. That's it. Go deeper. Get into the deeper layers. And then don't just hang out there. Move those hands forward. Stretch. Stretch the waist. Stretch the legs. Be at your maximum. Stretch the mind. Lowering the head down. If your back toes are white, too much pressure is being put on the toes. Be in the foot, be in the heel. Push the shin back, push the thigh back. Stay alert. And then looking up, we're going to move the weight to the front foot. So we're bending the front leg slightly. The back heel is lifting and we feel the weight transfer to the front foot. Move the fingertips forward and coming to Ardha Virabhadrasana 3. Use your eyes to check on the state of your back leg. Straighten it, roll the back thigh in. Squeeze the knees, pull the toes back. That's it. The foot in line with the hip, not lower, higher. Good, now look at your standing leg. Don't be content to just have it straight. Grip the knees up, grip the thighs up. Full engagement. Now, chest lifting, sternum forward, chin lifting to help the sternum go forward. That's it. And 3, and 2, and 1. Beautiful. Bend that standing leg. Now reach back, step back. Move the hands back a little bit as needed and straighten that leg for an even deeper Parivrtta Konasanas. Draw the femurs into those hips. Stretch the waist. And then looking up, we're not stepping back, we're stepping the back leg forward, feet together. Uttanasana. Make sure the head is hanging and the brain is quiet. Now bend the knees, squeeze the inner knees against each other tightly, press. Inhale the arms up. Utkatasana. And rising up. And coming through into Tadasana. Okay, beautiful. It is now time to move our mats so that our mats are parallel to our walls. Have a strap and let's meet back there. So I said have a strap, but I also meant have a block. So block and a strap and onto the mat, completely into the wall. Just have the strap on the side for now and place the block on the right hand side of your mat. Coming for Parivrtta Trikonasanas. So the right leg forward, your right leg is closest to the wall and your left leg back. The legs, the body are prepared because we just did Parivrtta Konasanas into Ardha 3. So our hips are ready to turn, our legs are open. Make sure that your feet aren't too close together. I want to see some distance. The taller you are, the more distance you should have. Turn the hips. And then reaching forward, bring your hand to the block. And the block should not be in front of the foot, it should be behind the heel. Okay, place your hand on the block and turning and twisting to the wall. Here we are, Parivrtta Trikonasanas. Now the hip that's closest to the wall, which is the right hip, it may want to shorten and start to come up towards your shoulder to accommodate your tightness. So use the sensation of the wall on the hip to move the outer hip back and bring length to the right waist. So no shortness in the right waist, length. Keep moving that outer right hip back, outer right hip back. That's it, then press with your hands on the wall to turn and twist and open the chest, bringing length to the front spine. So from the pubic bone to the sternum plate, more and more length. That's it. Breathing, feeling. Now turn the head down to the earth, but keep twisting the trunk to the sky. Look at your front foot. If you started to lift the inner foot up like this, reconnect right here between the big toe and the index toe. Don't let that place come up. Keep it connected. Grip the leg. Keep moving the hip back. Good, and now turn the head to the right again. That's it. And 3, and 2, push, twist, and 1. Lovely, coming back up and out. All right, left hand side. Move this block to the left hand side. And then make sure that left foot is in front of the block not in front of the foot. This back leg rolled in like your Parivrtta Konasanas, which the body is prepared for. The hips turning. So the left hip is now against the wall. That's the hip that will love to shorten because it thinks it's helping you. So you have to keep an eye on it and keep moving this hip back. So first we're coming forward like our Parivrtta Konasanas, and then we're bringing the right hand down to the block, height of our choice, and left hand finds the wall. Grip your legs. Don't let them get a little bit wobbly. Remember the importance of the muscles gripping before the stretch, and that gives safety to the stretchiness. Now find the outer left hip, pull it back, pull it back, pull it back. Don't let it shorten the left waist. And then press into the hand to find more twistingness. Each exhale bringing more twistingness. More twistingness. The outer left hip moving back. The backwards pressing in. More twistingness. That's it. Breathe. Try to enjoy the pain. This is such a healthy pose. That's it. And 3. And 2. Good. And 1. Coming back out. And releasing. Okay, we're now going to use the strap. So what we need to do is just move our block to the side, and we need to move our mat away from the wall. about the distance of these folded blankets. And we're going to do a Parivrtta Konasanas with the strap, which is like a lying down Parivrtta Trikonasanas. So taking your strap and having already a little loop in the strap, lying down on our backs with the left hand side of the body closest to the wall. Uttanasana. Bend your right knee, lift your right leg up, place the loop on the arch of the foot, and hold the loop, not the strap, but the actual loop. So if you need to make your loop wider to reach it, do it. Make the loop wider. Pull with your hands, push with your foot. We want this constant energy in the legs, nothing passive. Everything is fully awake and awakening. Okay, right arm extended to the side for now. Let's bring that left leg, right leg coming towards us and across, towards us and across. And find the wall and push into the wall. Yes, be brave, push. There is a lot of sensation in the back of the leg and the hip. Now, the other leg, the left leg, normally we roll it in, but today I'm just going to have us roll it out so that we can really focus on this right leg. See how this right hip is lifted. I'm not trying to keep it to the ground. Let it lift. The right outer hip is stacked on top of the left hip. Now right arm to the side, turning and twisting. Parivrtta Konasanas, which is like our Parivrtta Trikonasanas. Breathing, turning, twisting. Relax the abdomen. And notice how the front body may close a little bit. In other words, the ribs, your front ribs, may still be very close to the diaphragm and the top of the abdomen. So try to lift the ribs up away from the abdomen. Feel more length coming there as you turn and twist. Yeah, and then bringing that leg back up. And exhale, releasing, rolling over, coming out, and the other side from Uttanasana. And now the left leg lifting, the strap on the arch of the foot. Right hand holding, straighten that leg. Good, bring the leg towards you and across, towards you and across. Foot to the wall. Now this leg, which normally we keep up, today we're going to let it roll open so that we can really focus on getting total alignment and integrity in the left leg. The left hip is moving away. The left leg is straight, turning and twisting. Keep the breath fluid. Take time to notice the breath. Don't hold on to it. Don't heave and pant. Let it be smooth. Let it stream. Let it aid the pose. Yes. And then lifting the leg back up and exhale, hands releasing, rolling over, coming out. And we're going to keep the mat as it is for our, well, we're going to do it on the floor. It would be Parivrtta Trikonasanas, but we're going to do it as Upavistha Konasanas. So I'm just moving this a little bit. So nice wide legs. Using the wall for the feet. Widen the buttocks apart. Remembering that you can always take height under the buttocks. Let me show you, just in case you're feeling that discomfort. And that little bit of height is going to make it all the more accessible to you. So take the time to have height so that there's not this roundiness in the spine, okay? And then coming forward, Yoga Mudrasana. Counting the breath now, try to have a count of 5. 5-second inhale. 5-second exhale. 5-second inhale. 5-second exhale. See if you can climb the hands higher, but keep the trapezius muscles going down the back. Feel the beautiful opening of the armpits. And coming back out. And releasing. Okay, bringing the legs to Parivrtta Konasana. And going forward, let me just move. I've got this odd wall where it's nice for me to have my hands on the same even surface. And coming forward. Climbing the hands higher. Now there may be this tendency to do this. You see where the spine is really rounded. Okay, we really want to try to avoid that. So to avoid that, you need to lift the hands higher, beyond the fingertips if necessary, and through the hands press down. The chest opening. But avoiding that roundingness in the back, the armpits opening. Okay, well done. And it's now time for a Sarvangasana, we're going to use the wall. So blankets, strap, turning our mat, and kneeling back for Sarvangasana using the wall. This is how we're going to be using the wall today. So I have 4 blankets, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I have a 5th blanket underneath. It's just comfort for the back of the head so the head doesn't get stuck on the sticky mat. There's a little space between the 4 blankets and the wall, and the backs of our heads are going to be in this space. And notice also that I've gradated the blankets. There's a kind of diagonal slant for the neck, and this block is very simply comfort, to just help our hips be lifted, making it easier to lift up into our Sarvangasana. And we won't use straps today. We'll just interlock our fingers and that'll help us to keep the arms parallel. So hit pause if you need to. And let's go ahead and come in to our Sarvangasana. So we're sitting on the block as we lie back, shoulders to the edge, and the head, the neck hanging over this diagonal slant. And then, when you're ready, go ahead and bend the knees in, lifting up. Feet to the wall, hands to the back, lift the hips higher. Roll the shoulders back. So we're kind of in a Karma Pidasana Sarvangasana. And then step the right leg straight. And join in with the left leg. Move the hands higher up the back. And now interlock the fingers behind the back and roll the shoulders back more. Press the arms down, lift the back ribs up. If you're feeling too much pressure in the back of the neck, the back of the head, it's because you're putting too much pressure there. So to avoid that, bring the chin to the chest and press the arms down and move the chest to the chin. Count the breath again. Try to get that 5-second in, 5-second out breath, which is an incredible breath to regulate the heart. When you feel yourself starting to sink towards the ground, re-roll those shoulders back, activate the arms again, and charge the legs up.
Now change the interlock of the fingers. And again, press the arms down, press the back ribs up. Now put the hands on the back and bend the right knee down. The left leg is still lifted. And then back up. Get the hands higher up the back if you can, and changing sides, left knee down. And then straighten the leg. And now both knees down. Parivrtta. Remember not to resist with the back of the head. Make sure to keep your chin towards the chest. The chest toward the chin. Gently, we're going to prepare to unroll. So you want to put the hands back and unrolling, knowing the block is going to be there. You always put the hands on the hips to help them lower a little more slowly, a little more carefully, until you feel the block, and then the hands back to the mat. And the feet to the mat also, but widely apart. Knees resting against each other. Arms above you, hold onto the elbows. Feel the armpit area opening, decongest the neck, the head, breathing here. Change the cross of the arms. And again, resettle, relax the face completely, relax the brain. Feel the heart opening to the sky, and feel the heart receiving from the sky. Releasing and rolling over, coming out. And our final moment, our final bliss, Shavasana. Now I know there are a lot of people that kind of skip Shavasana. They're like, oh, they're done, that was great. Please don't. This is the moment where everything settles, where peace is really allowed to settle in the cells. It's the flower of our practice. So just move the mat a little bit away from the wall. One blanket for the neck and head. And these other blankets can just be rolled up like a little bolster, or you can take a bolster instead and use that. And I'm going to use this extra blanket to cover me because even though it's summertime here in Switzerland, it's still cold. I don't know what's going on this year. But, so just staying warm and as bright in our hearts as possible, despite whatever the outer world is throwing at us. Okay, and lying down, ensuring your lower backs are on the mat, completely grounded, earthed to the earth. And then adjusting everything. Now, if you have a tendency to overthinking, it'll be in your fingertips. I see a lot of students, they're in the Shavasana, everything's looking great, and then they've got like a few fingertips doing this. Those are those little thoughts that you haven't quite expurged. So talk to your hands, talk to your fingers, encourage that calmness, that placidness, so that as much as possible, we can really reach a place of neutrality, of depth, of stillness,
which is just going to add to our lives when we emerge. Evening out the neck, the head, the eyes closing. Exhale and release into Shavasana.
And bring the hands to rest on the abdomen. And rolling over to the right hand side in the fetal position. And then rebirthing into Maya, the great illusion, with greater clarity, the flames of our soul's Atman burning more brightly as we've diffused some of the pollution that surrounded us, that was impeding that brightness. Placing the palms together in front of the heart. Loka samastaha sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Just the hands release as the eyes open. Feeling the grace of this moment and gratitude for the grace of this moment. Namaste. Hope we practice again together soon. Let me know how this practice was for you.